Hello everybody, hope you're okay. I'm going to call this Phil's Fan Mail Corner because I'm in my corner. I've got some fan mail again today. Yeah, I've just been down to my garage and picked out some more fan mail for us to read, you know. My security guard and my secretary didn't turn up today. I don't know why, you know. Wonder if they've gone off somewhere together. They seem to be chatting to each other and that, you know. So they've left me with no secretary or security guard to guard my fan mail down at my garage. So I went down to the garage and I've got my fan mail, all my letters. I've got a few letters for you today. Some fan mail. Some great letters. I've got my drink of tea for Phil's Fan Mail Corner. Hope you've got yours. Hope you got your tea. And each fan letter, I'm going to pull a card for you. I'm just bending at this side. I know it's very amateur, but you get what you get with me, don't you? Just got everything at side of me. I've got some presents they've sent me. They always send me something, don't they? The fan mail. I've got my cup of tea. I've got my letters, and I've got this deck. It's a new deck by Radley Valentine, and it's called the Archangel Michael Sword of Light Oracle. The artwork of it, I don't know whether we can get the artwork there for him. I can't pronounce it, but I'm trying to get it on camera. But that's the deck. We'll be pulling a card for each of our fans today. There's a card what I missed out on, The Road. You remember The Road video of 18 card spread I did? The last one to this one. I missed out this card. I don't know why. I read 17 cards and missed this one out, and I don't know why my guys didn't tell me, because I was guided by my spirit guides and guardian angels for that spread, The Road, 18 card spread. So go to that one, it's a good one. So I thought I'd start with this one. If you can take this card out here today. I said out here. If you can, I'm already nearly messing it up already. I hope my guides are with me today. Out here. What did I say out here for? You know, things just come to me head and I just say these things. Oh, do you know, like I say, I could do with something a lot more better than doing this in my 60s, I'll tell you. Going to the library or something and reading a book, you know, or going to the theatre and watching a good theatre or something like that, you know, Phantom of the Opera or something, or going to see a film, or going to garden show, although I'm not a gardener, you know, going to garden centre or something. I just don't know, you know, I could do with doing something, couldn't I? A lot more, no, mind control or something like that. I mean, to use your mind all the time. Anyhow, let's get back to this, because time's time. I'm not wanting to be another Ken Dodd, although I'm turning out like that, aren't I? Right, this card I missed out. And it's you. I made another mistake. That ain't the card. That ain't the card. I'll just find the card what I missed out. We've done it again. Well, bear with me. Ah, I've got it. Messing it up again, and that's twice now. This is the card I didn't read. What my guides didn't, for some reason, want me to read that day. But I'm going to read it, start off with it now. And it's, fear is a trap of the ego. Allow me to use my sword of light to free you from disquieting feelings holding you back. So I use the sword, the angels there, to cut all fear. Any fear you're going through. Right, we're going to have to get on with us letters, aren't we? Time's time. Right, who we got today? Oh, just love it. I just love it. I really do. I really do. I really think I'm going to do these letters, Phil's Fan Mail Corner, quite a lot. I really am. And our first letter is Mrs. Carrot. Mrs. Carrot. I tell you. And I'm going to bend down because she sent us them. Mrs. Carrot. Look, she sent me some and she said, Phil, I think you ought to have a lot more vegetables and fruit. Here, Mrs. Carrot, I'm eating it, Mrs. Carrot. I'm eating one of your carrots, Mrs. Carrot. You said keep healthy. I thought I'd eat a carrot. Carrot. God. Anyhow, thank you for your carrots, Mrs. Carrot. Gorgeous. Right. Hope I can talk with this carrot in my mouth now with Mrs. Carrot. Dear Phil, can I have some advice? Yes, you can, Mrs. Carrot, and you can have a card for sending me these carrots, Miss Carrot. What vegetables and fruit do you think it is to keep healthy? And do you take these fruit or veg, Phil? Well, Mrs. Carrot, funny you just mentioned about fruit and veg and sending me some carrots. I got some carrots the other day, and I got some lettuce, and I got some grapes because I saw it on YouTube saying it's good healthy eating. Because I need to start healthy eating and start losing weight and stop having burgers and curries and pizzas and all that, all the bad stuff. So I've had to cut out. I'm still chewing this carrot. Sorry, Miss Carrot. But it's a lovely carrot anyhow he sent. So, yes, Mrs. Carrot, I've started to try and eat healthy. And I'm going to pull a card for you. Ooh, just bend down again for Mrs. Carrot. Right, Miss Carrot. I'll lift my glasses up because I can't see a flipping thing. I've got different glasses on. Oh, drop down. Just drop down again. Forget it. I'll try and read it with these. Let go of your expectations, I say, of how your dreams will come true. Trust the heaven has a perfect plan for you. You can take that, Mrs. Carrot, today, or anybody else out there. Right, our next letter. Thank you, Mrs. Carrot, for your letter. Thank you, it was a lovely letter, and thank you for the carrots. Right, let's move on. Our next letter. What we got? Still chewing that carrot. Mr. Word Search. What's Mr. Word Search is on about? Oh yeah. Dear Phil, my name is Mr. Word Search, and he sent us a word search. Thank you, Mr. Word Search. I got you, I got the word search. Thank you, Mr. Word Search. Anyhow, what's he saying is, Mr. Word Search? He's saying, do you think with my name I should start doing the word searches, and will it improve spelling and reading? Well, Mr. Word Search, I should be doing a lot more myself because I find it hard pronouncing my words and some of the spelling on when I do writing. I don't know whether a lot of people have noticed some of my videos. I have a hard time pronouncing my words and spelling. But when I was a little, Mr. Word Search, I had trouble with that. I wasn't dyslexic, but I was just under, you know. I had trouble with some of the words in pronouncing them and pronouncing and spelling them and that. Tell my mum learnt as, you know, years ago when I was little, but it held me back and confidence at school and that. And it was a shame really, because I got really no help on in my mother. And even to this day, and I'm in my 60s now, still have trouble pronouncing and reading and writing and spelling some of the words. So, yes, Mr. Word Search, start using word search, because I'm going to start using them, and it does learn you how to write and spell, especially spelling and even pronouncing the words. So, you know, I'd do that, Mr. Word Search. Thank you for your letter. Wasn't that a lovely letter? Right, who else have we got? Oh, I forgot your card. Look, I'm messing it up again. Poor Mr. Word Search. I'm forgetting his card. Just swallowed that carrot now. What last time? Right, Mr. Word Search, I've got that card for you. And that is... Yes, you are correct. You are correct, Mr. Word Search. Yeah. Thank you for word search. We've got to start using word searches. This card's telling us you have listened to your inner guidance, both of us we have, and made a wise choice. Keep moving forward. So we both have to keep moving forward and learning how to spell and write and use them word searches. That's the card for you. Hope you can take that, Mr. Word Search. Well, wasn't that another good letter? Thank you, Mr. Word Search. We'll do that for you. Right, who else we've got before I move on? Right, I'm just looking at my letters down here. I'm looking at time now, 11 minutes. Takes long, these letters, don't they? But, you know, got to bear with me with these, haven't you? And just enjoy it. Just sit back and enjoy it with your pot of tea. Right, who else have we got? Oh, it's a young lady in her 20s. She's only gone 20, bless her. She's just had a birthday and she's wrote to us. She's called Mrs. Mirror. And obviously, she sent us a mirror. You see it? Sent us a mirror. Oh, how gorgeous that fella is there. Who's that, eh? Who's that in the mirror? A real gorgeous fella there. Anyhow, Miss Mirror sent us a mirror and she says, Dear Phil, I have just gone 20. I am in my 20s. Well, you just said that, haven't you, Miss 20? You've just said you're in your 20s. It says it here, Miss 20. Yeah, we'll get on. What do you have to say, Miss 20? I want to know, Philip, do you have advice for young uns? Like I say, I've just gone 20 and I'm thinking of going to nightclubs. I've not been to a nightclub in all my life. I've just stayed at home. Oh, I'm sorry for that. Yes, Phil, but I have been to youth clubs and stuff like that. Well, good on you. At least you've gone to youth clubs and got yourself out. I was beginning to think you're a bit of a loner and that, and staying in, which isn't good for any young person this day and age, is it? Staying in and that. Have you had any advice, Phil, about going out to nightclubs? Yes, I have some advice for you. With you being a young lady in your 20s, yeah. Yes, go out to nightclubs, but make sure you go with one or two friends, you know, male or female, you know. Don't just go in on your own, you know, to think, oh, I'll pick up a fella. I want a fella, you know, and I'm gonna have to go to a nightclub or something, or a pub, but I'll go on my own. No, not this day and age. And watch your drinks. My advice is watch your drink. I used to be a security guard many years ago, and I used to do university, and I used to have to stand at toilets between males and females, and we used to have a table there, and we had to take the drinks off them as they went into toilets because they were spiked, you know. We had to look after the drinks, you know, on the table while they go to the toilet, the male and female, because people were spiking the drinks. So my advice for all young ladies out there is make sure you take a friend, and when you go to the toilet or to the bar, always leave one or two of you looking after your drinks on the table so you're not spiked or out like that. And another advice is I've heard in news that they've been using needles. Well, my advice is when you're dancing and that, make sure you're not dancing too close to other groups of people. Always try and find a space where, if there's one or two of you where you can dance, to music in nightclub. So sort of space you out, space yourself out. Well, that's a lovely letter. Thank you, and I hope you get on, and I hope you can get out for the first time to a nightclub. Thank you. Thank you very much for that letter. And I've got a card for you, nearly forgot again. I've got a card for you. Let's see what card it is. Because I'm known as the card man, aren't I? Not just the letter man, I'm known as the card man. Right. Don't settle for less. You are a child of the divine. Oh, that's nice for you. And you deserve to have your dreams come true. And don't give up. That's a nice card for you. Right, have we got one more letter before we shoot off? Because I'm looking at time now. One more letter. Let's have a look. I'm looking down at my letters, see which ones are good and for you. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Dear Phil, we are a gang from East London. Oh, yes. Carry on, lads. Well, we'd like to have some advice, Phil. Have you got any advice where we can stop being in a gang and getting in the wrong crowd and doing all the wrong things? Well, gang, lads, is it a group of lads? Yes, it is a group of lads. Gang from East London. Well, my advice, lads, is if you want to go on the straight and narrow, is do something constructive. Do some volunteer work, lads, if you're all out of work, which I think you probably will be, being in gangs and that and up to no good. So do some volunteer work, some gardening for the older end, shopping for the older end, something, even doing some housework or putting curtains up or some odd jobs about the house and that, you could do that. But as long as you're not taking out of the house and off with it, you've got to go on the straight and narrow or try and get a job. Or, with you being in a gang, why don't you run a football club? With a gang of you, start playing football and training together and going to an amateur team and use an amateur name, a club. That's what I did. I wanted to, like you lot, doing wrong stuff and that. But I were always with a group of lads years ago, and we went round doing various stuff, but not crime. We didn't do crime. We just talked and walked around streets and that. But I got fed up of that, just hanging around in parks and just talking and that, So I decided to do a running club, and we got a running club and we got it going in a floodlit league with my dad and my brothers. So that's what we did, run a running club, lads, and that. Or do karate, go to karate, or do some sort of sport, cricket or golf. Golf is good, Do anything what will keep you out of trouble, So that's my advice, and I've got a card for you lads, and I hope you take my advice on it. Go on the straight and narrow, lads. That's advice from Phil. Thank you for your letters, lads. Thank you. But at least one of you managed to write to me and bothered to sit down and write to me, in a gang, that is really good to one of you, because one of you is going straight already, but we're sending this letter. Thank you very much. Right, you've got a card. Let's see what you've got. The way forward is open. You've got that. If you can take that, lads. Gang in East London. And what that says, you're not trapped. You're not trapped, you lot, just like we've been on about. possibilities and opportunities abound. Oh, I hope you're taking notice. This card is definitely for you lot. I will guide you to your personal and spiritual freedom. Also start thinking spiritual. Maybe one of you wants to be a vicar or something like that, or join to be a church or some other religion. Now's your time to do it instead of doing wrong things. Do good for a change. That was lovely. Right, we must get on because I'm looking at clock now. And I am starting to be like Ken Dodd. It's 20 minutes. Right, I've got a couple of more letters, but I haven't time to read them. I just haven't. I haven't got time, but I'm gonna read a couple of cards before I get off, because I'm known as the card man, aren't I? Seen that there, and that is you are protected. Hope you all can take this out there, even me and all. You are safe within my bubble of light. You can proceed with confidence. Yes, so you just have to imagine, like myself, that we're all in a bubble. I can't even say it. A bubble of light around us, and we are protected by our guardian angels. Isn't that nice of that card? Right, our final card, and then I'll shoot off with this long video at 21 minutes now. Oh dear, I don't know. I'm hoping to get out and all to do some letters from my fan mail and some card readings to Woods or to Park, you know, and do some card readings there. So I'm hoping to do that. But winter and that and bad weather at the moment, it's putting me off. Right, this other card, what we got here? And that is open your heart. No one is perfect. Say that again. Stop judging yourself. Say that again. And others. Say that again. And let your head heal the situation. All right. Okay. My head's to heal the situation. I'll take that on board. It's a lovely card. Look at artwork. Right. I gotta get on. Hope you've enjoyed this long video. Catch you on the next one. Bye. Keep safe. Bye.